Okay, so we've got to find the median for the 33 birds. So 33 plus 1 divided by 2, that's 34 divided by 2. So we're looking for the 17th spot. We'll just start from the start. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 24.3. We got that from up here. So the answer is 24.3 millimeters. The next one's asking us to find the percentage with a beak less than 25.4. Now, if you think about this, where would 25.4 be? 25.4 would be a number there. So we're looking at less than. The majority are less than. So we're going to be looking at some bigger numbers, aren't we? Not the smaller numbers. So it's going to be between those two. And if we crunch the numbers, so let's just count how many are less than that. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So that's 26 over 33. Going to have to get your calculator for that. And that equals 0.787787878. Goes on forever. That looks like it is in fact E. We can rule out D. Don't forget to times by 100 for percentage. Next one, and now this is an interesting one. So it's going to ask us to find the most frequent beak length. Well, that's obviously the tallest column. So it's this column, and that's between 24 and 24.5. So it is greater than 24 and less than 24.5. Our answer is D. Now, weirdly, they seem to have got a bit sort of fluffed up here because they're actually allowed all three answers on this one. Oh, sorry, wrong thing. All three were allowed on these answers, but let's try and do it the way they intended it to be. If you've got 108 things, if you say that's your min, and that's your max, and that's 108 things. If you cut them in half, you'd have 54 in this half and 54 in this half, and this would be your median. But we're looking for the IQR, so we need to have another division of this. So we know that's we're going to cut that in half. We're going to have 27 here, 27 here, 27 here, and 27 here. So that's your min, Q1, median, Q3, and max. Apparently some maths teacher may have argued the point of how you calculate this, but what we're saying is somewhere between this 27th number and this 27th number, there is a Q1, which doesn't actually, it's not an actual number, so it's going to be between the 27th and the next one, which is the 28th. And the same thing if we come from the other end, it'll be 27 in, it'll be the one after that. So let's look at that in the highlighting. If you look, you've got 2 here, and then we keep going up and up and up from this end, and that's another 11, so that's 13, and then we keep going up and up and up until we get to 27, but we find that 27 is right there. And that means it is between this point and this point, and what's between those 2 points? This number, 23. So you get 23.0. And if we go from the other side, we go, that's 1, and then we're going up to count up, so plus 2, 3, 4, because there's another 3, so that's 4, plus another 6 is 10, plus another 17 gets us a similar problem, that the 27th point is here and here, so it's between those 2 points, which means it's this number, 24.5, so it's 24.5. So actually, the difference between those two is in fact 1.5, which is B. But apparently there are other ways to calculate this, which might end up giving you the answer A or C. But what they were trying to do was really be quite tricky and see if you knew not to look at the 27th number or the 28th number, but the point between the 27th and the 28th number, which just happens to be the top of one column and the bottom of the next, which means it is exactly on the line, exactly on the line, and there's a difference between those two. Okay, so we've got two variables, height and enthusiasm for playing basketball, and they've given us the categories for each. So we've got less than 1.83, 1.83, and over. Now it looks like they're numbers, but they're not, because it's just three categories and they've got words in there. So they are not numbers, so it's not numerical, so we can rule out anything to do with E. Now you've got to figure out that we've also got the other category. It's got low, medium, high. You can put both of those categories in order. They're names, but they do have a logical order to both of them. So we can see that the answer must be A. They are both ordinal. Just to remind you also about other categories of data, when you're looking at numerical, don't forget, if you can count, it's discrete, something you count. And if it's something you measure, like heights and weights, then it is continuous. Just in case, because they might ask that on the next time.